All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New York Jets. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun. Here's Darnold. Out right here to Herndon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
Anderson loses the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Now it's Sproles. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Right there, 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz. Well, the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Brandon Copeland able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
Go. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Here we go,
Great 15, great 15.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it with Bell. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I got the wild one.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Leonard Williams, the former #6 overall pick, got the sack that time. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And the pressure gets to him again. Quinnen Williams brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on.
Sunday.
March 54. March.
Hey, exit.
Oh, yeah.
Throwing now is Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Hey, orbit.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
82.
Right there.
Now Wentz on third down. This is caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All day, baby, all day. 40.
Sproles. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
At the 35-yard line.
There we go. Back. 180.
54. Check pass.
Delayed give to Sproles. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
We play to win. Let's
Take
go.
over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
1st down, New York.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Hey, we got Mike.
Lady.
Mike 53.
Hey, wahoo!
Now on 2nd and 16. Darnold, he's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. He was brought down by Darryl Roberts.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Wentz now on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Then this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Wentz now to throw. This complete left side to Aguilar. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the 2nd half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Darnold from the gun. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. On the crossing route, complete. That's Anderson. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Again, it's Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Bell. Oh, what a move. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Trenton Cannon, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
81.
Give me some. Here we go.
Shit. Fly, come on. Wait, son.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike 57.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 46 down, man, 5-4.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's go, D.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Sproles, the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Draw play. This is Sproles. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. He was brought down by Brandon Copeland.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I don't think you got it, son.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike. Hey, kill. Hey, 4-2 kill. Hey, Alpha.
To throw is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
We got this. Recovered by the offense. Result of the play, first down and 10.
Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
5-9, 5-9.
Now Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
He'll have a first down and more past the 20 as he'll take it all the way up to the 20-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Bell, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. Now Sproles. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Elsewhere, they're on to the fourth quarter at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Eli Manning, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it with Sproles. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Wentz now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Jets,